Hey coaches, welcome back for day 2 of your training. I'm super excited to continue on today and talk to you a little bit about being proof of the product. So by now everybody should have watched yesterday's video, commented below it with your why, and also printed up your win the week checklist, and so that you are ready to start using that. And I'm going to talk about that more at the end of this video. Okay, so like I said, today we're going to be talking about being proof of the product. So basically my main kind of message in all of this, and that I hope that you'll take away if nothing else, is that we cannot pour into other people unless we are pouring into ourselves every day. So you guys know that quote that you can't pour from an empty cup. It is so true. And I have seen so many coaches who have tried, pouring out into others all the time, and they were stumbling, focusing too much on the business and building the business side and not taking care of themselves, because this entire business centers around us taking care of ourselves, mind, body, and spirit, that we are on a journey first and foremost ourselves. It doesn't work if we aren't, on that journey. If we're trying to convince other people to come on the journey, but we are, barely even on it ourselves anymore, it doesn't work. And also pouring into people every day is a tough job, helping to motivate them and walk them through their struggles and obstacles. So we really need to keep our, our minds positive and pouring into ourselves, just because it can be depleting to pour out all day. And then also because, when you're sending invites out to people and you're talking to people and putting yourself out there and pushing yourself out of your comfort zones, going live on Facebook or sharing transformation photos that might be nerve-wracking, that stuff takes some guts, and it takes personal development. So that stuff isn't easy to do. So really having positivity coming into your mind every single day, and hearing, from top people in our network on like the Team Beachbody podcast, or when you're reading books with success principles and about what it takes to get there, it really will change you. It'll make you really strong inside and out. So that is why, like I said, why you need to pour into your own cup first, is why I really recommend that miracle morning. Like I mentioned in yesterday's video, waking up earlier than the rest of the world and your kids to get some personal development in. I'd highly, highly recommend and encourage you to start doing that. I know that it's tough to get up early, to set your alarm another 30 minutes or whatever early, but just remember that's like an investment every day, kind of like putting a dollar into your piggy bank every day, and over time it's going to pay you back in dividends. So but having that time to wake up for your miracle morning, as we call it, to kind of pray, if you are a believer, to, envision your day and your future, to think about your why and see everything coming true for you and for your family, your dreams being fulfilled, you achieving that why. So to take some deep breaths and to think about what you're grateful for, like I said, to pray about your day and to just see and vision all those things happening and you achieving your goals. So I would recommend waking up early and doing your personal development first thing in the day. I cannot stress that enough. It will just have your mind be positive the whole day, no matter what it throws at you. You'll be so much stronger. I didn't do personal development every single day. Like, I started it with a slight edge as a new coach, but I'll be honest, I saw it as something on my checklist. I'm like, oh, it's not really a big deal if I don't do it. Like, I mean, I get why they're telling me to do it, but it won't matter if I skip it here and skip it there. And then I started skipping it more and more, and I didn't realize exactly what it just wasn't working. Like, I wasn't achieving what I wanted to be achieving. Things weren't working, and I'll tell you, it's because I didn't truly believe in myself and in this opportunity that I could do it. And you have to have that belief in yourself, and we have to keep growing that every day, and personal development truly will do that. So let me make sure I'm in the right spot, you guys. Okay, so yeah, we need to be renewing our minds every single day to align them with who we are, like who we're meant to become every day. So not just here and there, not 2, 3, 4 times a week, but every day. I still do my personal development on the day that I take off from the business, the day or two every week, because I never want to not be the best me, right? So doubts come flooding into our minds on a daily basis. So we need to be doing this every day. And not just any personal development, you guys. What works for one doesn't work for all. So if you have unique obstacles or struggles, something that you're dealing with, if you have like a major fear of rejection, or, everybody's thing is different. For me, a lot of it was anxiety and overcoming like my compulsive thoughts and constantly thinking and racing, or insecurities. It might be perfectionism, which is also one of mine. So find something that really speaks to you, that you struggle with, and find some good books on it. And what you're going to be needing throughout your journey is going to constantly change. So your personal development is constantly changing too. Sometimes you're going to need more time management stuff. Sometimes you're going to need more, like I said, self-love. So there is a personal development folder in our team page, and the team Google Drive. You can go to personal development and search by category, so that you have tons of books no matter what you're going through, that I highly recommend. So, but that personal development needs to speak to you. It's personal. That's why we call it personal development. So your mind, your body, first and foremost, you got to fuel that every day. That comes before anything else in this business. Okay. Remember that. So now moving on, you need to be doing a program. So you cannot share your journey if you're not on a journey, right? You can't share your journey if you're not doing these programs or products. So if you're not using one of our fitness programs, showing up every single day in the challenge groups, that's mandatory, and that's what's going to help you be fit for life. And it makes it a lifestyle that you're sharing with people. It really won't work. It is so much easier to tell than to sell. Like, it's easier just to share. If you're really just like telling people what to do and what to do, like that's you're selling, and I don't want you to do that. I don't ever want you to be selling. I want you to be sharing what you're doing, letting people see the difference, telling them about the difference taking place inside of you and outside, and letting them see for themselves that you're exuding confidence these days, that you're growing, that you're changing, you're using positivity. So they will see that. Just let your social media be, we'll talk about this more over the next couple of days, but like a diary or journal where they're following along with your journey, and they get to watch and see. It's not like you're speaking just at them, you're speaking to yourself, and you're kind of like a diary where they get to see. So the world is full of negativity, you guys, but not us. That is because of personal development, because we're on this daily journey. So because our daily habits have changed us, healthy living, personal development, and that's what we're here to invite other people to live this way too. So make sure you're showing up every single day to your workouts, and you're not being a slacker, you guys. I know these programs are tough, but they work, and we have to commit, and we have to do them start to finish. Okay, that's what makes us so different than other people. It puts that end line in sight. People just go aimlessly to a gym. They never have anything they can measure. We are doing these programs start to finish. We're showing people what it looks like to be a woman of our word, to finish, to commit, to decide to commit, and then to succeed. So make sure you're showing up. Show up in your nutrition as well. Do not skip the nutrition plan. Nutrition is 80% of results, so don't do that yourself. Commit to the plan fully in its entirety. You're going to get incredible results to share. Don't worry about that. Check in your challenge group and every day, and drink your Shakeology daily. Okay, this is all part of being proof of the product. Now, that doesn't mean that you do not have your battles, that you're not going to have off days, that you're not going to have your own unique struggles, that you're going to be perfect and every single day, never miss a workout. No, it doesn't mean that. We are not perfect, and people need to see that. That's what makes us relatable. That's what makes them see themselves in us and think like, well, if she can do it and she's not perfect, maybe I can too. So please don't be thinking that you have to be some perfect coach. We are flawed, and we are perfectly flawed, right? And that's just like everybody else. So they need to see that, the real you. But every day is a new day, so they need to see that even if you messed up or you stumble today, that you know that tomorrow's a new day and that you can nail it. You're going to make every day better than the last, and you're going to strive for progress over perfection. Okay, so and that right there, you being a proof of the product and changing your own life is then just going to multiply and change other people's lives all around you and all the way down the line. So but you can't help other people until you help yourself. So we can't change anyone until we change ourselves. So that personal development will change you inside out. These programs will change you from the inside out. So just commit to them, do them, and do not let that fall to the wayside ever, or you won't have and grow a thriving business. I can promise you. So use your win the week checklist, you guys. You want to really be consistent with this, with using your checklist, with doing, the nutrition, the Shakeology, all of it. It's about consistency. We're in a business of consistency, so you can't just do it for 2 days. You got to stick with it. So what I want you to do below this video is comment with what program you're doing right now, and what personal development you are reading or listening to on Audible.